Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I am Heather with Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and this is my design team project for Ruby and Pearl XO. I'm so excited to share this gorgeous journal with you. I just loved creating it. I used the Bella kit, so I've named her Bella Blue because of all the pretty blues that are in this kit. They're stunning. They print beautifully. I just absolutely love it. So I came across the fabric for this cover like on one of my very first trips to an antique store here, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I sold some different journal kits last year that have this fabric in it. So if you have a piece of this, it's just so soft. It's so pretty. I just love it. I love texture, and this has great texture. So in a previous video, I created some of these pieces here, and I'll try to remember to link that below, but it's just a previous design team project. And I just created, a few little bits. And then, there's some other pretty things in there. I don't show everything. I rarely ever show everything because I always love the recipient to have just, some surprises for themselves. But I created this in that video, and I just love, that is so beautiful. That floral, oh my goodness, so beautiful. And then I created a little itty bitty. It's so stinking cute. I just love it. So when you first open the journal, it's just so pretty. Right? There's so much texture. There's just so much to look at, but it's kind of a subdued palette, with just the blues kind of popping through. So I just love how it turned out. I just think it's just so peaceful but beautiful, and I don't know. I'm rambling on because that's just how I'm going today. So this tag here, I used one of the images, and then that's an authentic from a photograph book. And then here's an authentic postcard. But, if you want postcards, but you don't have anything authentic, Ruby and Pearl, she has a French postcard kit, so you can, kind of replicate that. So you'll see that my video is a little bit choppy because, the sun and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I kind of had to piece it together. So here we are. The tags that I used are from Tag Kit 1, or I've handmade them. So they're either the two options. Either I made it or it came from her Tag Kit number 1. She also has a Tag Kit number 2. So, if that matches more of your coloring, she's got that option as well. The polka dotted paper is from her kit in Silent Night. So see the Christmas papers, you can use them all year. There's lots of different ones in there that would still work for, this type of aesthetic. That's a real piece of French document. I embossed some packaging paper there. And then here I embossed some paint sample chips. Maybe they call them chips. I don't know what they call them. When you're recording, you can't remember half of the vocabulary that you're supposed to be using, and that's just how it is. But I embossed those, and they're perfect for that. I absolutely love this. This is just gorgeous. That's in the Bella kit, and I just kind of taped it down and then added a letter in there. I talk about that in the other design team project I did where I made the little baby, itty bitty envelopes. So it's just a letter from that. But you could do that with any of the letters, any of the invoices, you can resize things and make them smaller. So lots of really pretty texture here. I used some fabric right there. Put another little letter inside there. And I think that might be some German music. I can't remember, a music page. And then I did the little embossing on the top there of the lady. And then here's an authentic invoices, actually 2 authentic invoices. But I really love using the texture paste. And when I say texture paste, it's almost always spackle. I feel like it's just a lighter weight feel to it, and that's what I used there. And that's just left over from like a piece of fabric from like a curtain. Then I created, I love this tag that she has in her tag kit, you know, where you can like add samples to. So I did it in a little bit of slow motion because I got a little wild and was just flipping things all around. I embossed the top of that page. And then I used her postcard kit. She has some plain backs in it, and I used that for that pocket. Another letter there. And some of my embossed handmade paper, which is a very pale blue, so it just worked so perfectly with this blue. And then I just created like a book page tag, and it has a little secret, which was really fun. That tag I had created in that previous video, if you take a look at it. And this is the envelope. I've shared this on IG. It's absolutely gorgeous, the tissue in it. Usually if there's any tissue that I find, it's not this blue color. I've only been successful in finding those in French envelopes, that blue. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I extended the page using some of the Silent Night polka dot just to make it a little bit longer. Sometimes I stitch it and sometimes I glue it. It just depends on my overall feel. So I loved adding this letter in here and just kind of following in line with that, you know, with the whole page spread of making it look aged. I just thought it was beautiful to kind of, you know, bring in some brown on the letter, reinforcing it too. And then that beautiful lady. And then this is like an old piece from something, I don't even know what, and I embossed it. Incredibly fragile, and so I glued it down. That's more packaging paper. And then I created this bag. Heather has a video on that of creating these. They're super easy. I love them. And I added some fun little, you know, bits in here from the kit, and then also just stuff from my own stash and embossing, things like that. But I always love to add things in a journal that the recipient can use, you know, to, you know, journal on, you know, maybe decorate, you know, add to whatever page they might be working on, that sort of thing, or even completely somewhere else just to create. And I just have it clipped on the page with one of those like Tim Holtz clips. Couple more pieces there in that pretty pocket. And then this is the other side of the envelope. And I just added a little bit of texture at the top there. And then added a little bit of embossed paper to the top of the lady, and then another tag. And here's a little secret, you know, spot if you wanted to write something there. Another tag I made. Lots of texture here. So embossing, and then I also used some of the spackle. That's an authentic piece there. And the ladies from the kit. So lots and lots of areas to journal, you know, to write things down. Another little tag there. And the blues are just so perfect. The blue paper, actually, the plain paper, I actually cabbage dyed that, you know, probably 2 years ago or whatever, and I brought it with me from the States. I need to do that sometimes, but, you know, when you cabbage dye, it's a bit stinky. So I don't know. Isn't that so cute? That's one of Heather's wallpapers. So you'll have to check out that video if you kind of want to see how I made this little itty bitty letter. I used some old trim there. And then here's another tag. And I embossed that. I think it's an old book page that I had embossed where the tag is on top of. And I've just, you know, clipped it down there. And then some authentic book page and tissue. And I created a pocket on this other side. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it. So there's a combination of a French document, my handmade paper, and then I layered the polka dot from Silent Night on the back. And the tissue on front, I added that, and then a little bit of, an old trim piece. So lots more journaling. I mean, you can really journal anywhere. So that's like an old French book page. Then you'll see that I extended the bottom of that page. This is probably my favorite tag. I just love this tag. I want to make like a bazillion of those tags. I just love the image. So I embossed some old book page here and made a corner pocket, and then also like a flip out, because I folded the book page in half. And it doesn't have any writing on it because it's one of the beginning or the end pages where they're always, usually blank. I added a little gold in that corner. And then there's a doily, and you can write, write in that like half moon shape, half circle shape. So here's another postcard, blank, back. And I made that into a corner tuck. And then added another area for journaling or whatever you can create with it too. So I just stitched not quite all the way up, just to let the pocket not be too tight. And then here is an authentic piece of wallpaper and the other 2 pages of the letter that's in the center. What's really cool is and I can't remember if I can show it very well, but there's a watermark. So I'm trying to like catch it in the light. Oh, it actually shows up pretty good there. So yeah, there's like, I think Sandringham, maybe something like that. I'm probably pronouncing it all wrong. Who knows? Some more embossing there. And then this pretty lady and another tag. And then another embossed piece. And then a really pretty wallpaper. So more journaling. And that could be journaled on the front and the back. Or, you can glue things down. It'd be really pretty. I just love how it turned out. It's just beautiful. Definitely one of a kind with a lot of the pieces that are in it. And it's a fluffy one. So next I'll share the little itty bitty. Oh my gosh, you guys are not even going to be able to stand the cuteness. It's so cute. Like, it's so adorable. I absolutely love it. So I have the little sari on the front, and then I hand stitched I think 3 different, bead things on the front. And then here's like the little embellishment, like a letter with some, wallpaper on it. Oh my goodness, is that not cute or what? It's so cute. So here's the front pocket. I don't know what it is, but little things, I mean, it just makes me so happy and it makes me laugh. They're just so adorable. So here's a little tag. So, and this image here is from the kit. So I just miniaturized this. Actually, all these pages I miniaturized. Maybe I'll show that in another, future video. I mean, I feel like I've shown you guys a lot how to, kind of miniaturize stuff, but maybe I'll recreate this, in a future video if you guys are interested in that. I mean, to me, it's kind of self-explanatory if you look back through past videos, but I made little ruffles. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, you guys. And I know I use that word a lot, and that's just how it is. Because it's so cute. Oh my goodness. And I used this lady on the center. I just thought it was really beautiful, and I didn't want to break it up, to use it anywhere else in it. I made a heart here. Now that heart is actually an original heart letter that I have in my own stash. But you know, she has a kit, a couple kits, I think, you know, of hearts where you could kind of do that same thing, or just cut any image, you know, from, you know, any heart from any image. So I did a little fabric flip. Is that not the cutest fabric flip ever? It's so cute. Oh my goodness. No matter how many times I've seen this, I still think it's so cute. So another little tag. Oh my gosh. And then I embossed some packaging paper there and made it like it's a little writing spot. And one of her wallpapers. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to, you know, list them below or ask them below. I'll list all of the different, you know, kits that I used. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this as I did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.